All right, welcome here to Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Here on Monday, April 22nd here, 2024. Pacelli Cardinals hosting a CWC South Conference game here against the Wild Rose squad here. So Wild Rose comes in here with an overall record of 1-5, and they are 0-4 in the CWC South Conference. Wild Rose coached here by Kyle Clapper. Wild Rose looking ahead at the schedule. They'll be at home on Thursday. They host Tri-County at 4:30 over in Wild Rose. And Pacelli, on the other hand, will be on the road at Port Edwards on Thursday. It's a conference showdown for the Cardinals, and then they will be over in Amherst next Saturday for a doubleheader over at Amherst next Saturday, and that'll be a non-conference showdown here. So again, Pacelli comes in here with an overall record of 5-3, 3-1 on the conference, the CWC South Conference. They are head coached by Wayne Sankey and also coached by Jeff Saddlemeyer as well as John Rafflick, and I think even Joey Weinberg also as well is here from what I can see. Pacelli, of course, was on the road at Green Bay Notre Dame, and that's a very, very good baseball team. Certainly, I think those types of games serve as a good barometer and certainly give you some of those experiences to see different pitching perhaps and some competitive baseball. And I think just having gone through the program, I think that can be beneficial, particularly as you get later into the season. We'll get our starting lineups here. Jackson Zacharias here to start at pitcher here. Junior Michael Hacker to do the catching here. Evan Tratz, the senior in center field, batting third. Jaden King, the junior, at first base. Cohen Deschler here, the shortstop, batting fifth. Ryan Better, the third baseman, batting sixth today. Ricky Button will be in the right field spot. Julian Martinez, the DH, hitting in the seventh slot. Charlie Kopel in the eighth spot, batting eighth, second base. And Braxton Landwehr, the freshman, out in left field, batting in the 9 spot here today for Wild Rose. Again, head coached by Kyle Clapper. We'll get the starting lineups here for the Cardinals. Number 1, Melise Badoon, the shortstop in the leadoff spot. Peyton Flees, number 3 in the center field spot. Pitcher Asher Jordan out on the hill today, hitting in the 3 spot. Lucas Hammerly, the junior second baseman, batting fourth. Sully Schober now, the freshman, in the 5 spot at third. Junior Kelton Opper over at first, hitting in the 6th spot. Jaden Garski will be in left field today. Nolan Wojcik doing the DHing in the 7th spot. Eric Reinke, the catcher, in the 8th spot, and Bryce Flaker hitting in the 9th spot here for the Cardinals, the freshman right fielder. So we will get our national anthem. Our umpire staff is here, and we'll be back momentarily.
Now, if we please stand and remove your hats in center field for the playing of our national anthem.
My pizza!
Pizza! Hands down pizza!
I love it!
Cheese sauce! Toppings and slices!
You'll love it too!
Rocky Rococo! Whole pie or slices! Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy! Rocky Rococo! Pizza! Rocky Rococo!
All right, we are back out here at Buchel Park here in Stevens Point with our pregame show, which is brought to you by Auto Select, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Well, Pacelli comes in here again with an overall record here of 5-3. They are 3-1 in the CWC South Conference. Asher Jordan out on the hill for the Cardinals today. Of course, we saw Asher with a no-hitter earlier in the season here. In fact, I think that was the very first game of the year, so the senior, and he also had a home run last week. So he's certainly one of the senior leaders. They certainly have some senior leadership. Of course, Asher Jordan, guys like Owen Wojcik and Peyton Flees. Peyton Flees certainly up there, and a lot of good things from this squad. So again, 5-3, the overall record here, 3-1 in conference. Again, that was with our pregame auto show, which is Auto Select, Stevens Point's just best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Ryan Key to do the catching here for the Cardinals. Jordan over at, obviously on the hill today. Sully Schober at third. Elise Badoon out at short. Lucas Hammerly over at second. Kel Knopper at first. We are underway here, and first pitch is going to miss down to Jackson Zacharias, the senior here. The outfield, Jaden Garski out in left. Peyton Flees, the senior, in center, and Bryce Flaker in right, the freshman. Zacharias slaps one down the first base line. Foul, so count now goes 1-1 on Zacharias here. Jackson, the left-handed hitter here, I believe he will be on the mound today for Wild Rose. And Zacharias fouls one sharply back into the fence. Count now 1-2. And catcher Michael Hacker in the on-deck circle hustling for that baseball. Jordan's offering a swing and a miss, so strike three, and that will be the first out here for Wild Rose. Zacharias retired on the strikeout here, so that will bring in Michael Hacker, the junior catcher here for Wild Rose. His first plate appearance here in the afternoon. His fouled back into the backstop here. And that ball hit sharply to short. Badoon has a hop on it, tough hop. He will make the play, 6-3 for out number 2 here. So Hacker retired on the 6-3, so that will bring up senior Evan Tratz here, the center fielder, hitting in the 3 spot today for Wild Rose. Want to give thanks to our game day sponsors, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. So Jordan, first pitch to Tratz, a strike now, 0-1 to Tratz. Ball misses just a bit out here. And Jordan's off-speed pitch. Tratz chases now 1-2. The count to Evan Tratz. Jaden King over in the on-deck circle for Wild Rose. And Tratz stays alive here. Foul back into the glove of freshman Eric Rinke. Nobody on here, early goings. Top half of inning number 1. And a swing and a miss. So Jordan, 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals senior right-hander here. You have been listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back here in a moment for the bottom half of inning number 1. Pacelli will be led off by Melise Badoon, Peyton Flees, and Asher Jordan. Back here in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports here on the call. Brandon Bierencott here along with Trevor Zaleski here on production here for us on a beautiful Monday night here. Probably mid-60s minimal wind, which is certainly a nice contrast from what we saw this weekend, particularly Saturday, where it was well into the, we'll say, mid-40s probably. Maybe it was even a little bit cooler than that, but this a little bit more like it in terms of baseball weather. So Pacelli, Jordan with a 1-2-3 inning in his top half of inning number 1 here. Jackson Zacharias to start on the hill for the Wildcats here. Zacharias, the left-hander here, senior left-hander. He will see Melise Badoon here, the junior shortstop, followed by senior Peyton Flees in the 2 spot, and Asher Jordan hitting in the 3 spot tonight. Also, as you saw last half inning, out on the hill for the Cardinals. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Badoon digs in here for the Cardinals. Left-hander Jackson Zacharias working out of the stretch and the pitch in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch. Zacharias quickly up 0-2 here. That is left-hander Jackson Zacharias showing some pretty good stuff. Early goings here. Working out of the stretch. Ball lifted into right. And that will be dropped. So Badoon going to try for 2 here, and he will be in there with a sliding head-first slide. And he's going to try for 3 here on the throwing error. So Badoon will reach. Badoon reaches on the air by
The center fielder, number 3, Peyton Flees.
Badoon reaches on the air by E9, we'll say. And then a throwing error on the throw to second. So he will advance here to third, Peyton Flees. Flees swings and misses here. Count 0-1, Asher Jordan in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Outfield medium depth, I would say. Zacharias misses out here, so now count goes here to 1-1 on Flees. Ball up and in, beg your pardon, up and out perhaps here. Now 2-1 the count to Flees. Melise Badoon 90 feet away from the first run of the baseball game for the Cardinals. Ball hit sharply up the middle. Base hit for Peyton Flees. That'll drive in a run. So Flees.
Base hit RBI for Flees.
The RBI.
The pitcher, number 7, Jordan Asher.
And Badun scores the first run of the game here. That ball was hit sharply. Well, Fleas aboard now here with Asher Jordan here. Lucas Hammerly over in the on-deck circle. Nobody out. Jackson Zacharias throwback to 1. Fleas retreats back in time. And the steal is on Fleas. And throw down will not be in time, so Fleas will reach on a stolen base. So now the Fleas, the lead runner on here. Scoring position, Jackson Zacharias back. And Fleas will be in there for a stand-up stolen base. So his second stolen base here in this half inning. Zacharias sensed something was there, made the throw down to second wisely, but Fleas had already been, I'll say, at least 50% of the way there, and was going to be a tough play to get him at 3. So Zacharias set here. And the pitch. This is up. Count now moves to 1-1 on Asher Jordan. Ball batted out of play here, foul. So Jordan down 1-2 here in the count to Jackson Zacharias. Saw the towering, blistering home run from Mr. Jordan last week here in a cold condition game on Thursday against Port Edwards. Zacharias, that ball slicing, going to be foul, so Jordan to get another chance of it. Reminiscent of percentage of my drives off the tee box, slicing down the right side there. In any event, Jordan stays alive here. Zacharias out of the stretch with Fleas over at third. And the pitch going to be belted out of play, foul down the right field area here. Souvenir for someone. So count remains 1-2 on Jordan. And the pitch here from Zacharias just missed. So count now goes even here at 2-2. Zacharias checking the runner over at 3 in Fleece. And the pitch here is hit sharply to short. That's going to be a base hit, so that will drive in Fleece here for the second run of the game. Base hit RBI for Jordan. Phelps Dairy is the culture of Wisconsin, is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Phelps' Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. So Zacharias back to 1. Jordan quickly retreats. And Lucas Hammerly, the junior here, his first plate appearance for the Cardinals. Steal is on. And Jordan will reach on a sliding stolen base. So Hammerly, the second baseman here. Nick Grivach out to do some pinch running here for the Cardinals. He'll pinch run for Jordan. We've seen Nick a number of times as a pinch runner. And Hammerly here, first plate appearance for the Cardinals. We've seen him sometimes hitting from the right side, sometimes from the left. Seems to have a knack to be able to do both, in my, but I'll say, humble opinion here. And looking to try to drive in Grivach over at second. Zacharias pitched just out. Hammerly now 1-1. We got Sully Schober, the freshman, over in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Nobody out here, still 1-1 the count. Hammerly works the count now here to 2-1. 2-0 early goings here at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Senior Jackson Zacharias pitch from the stretch. Misses a bit out, so 3-1 now to Hammerly. Ball bounced out of play here. Foul count now goes full here on the second base. Lucas Hammerly. We've seen a lot of good hitting early going part of the season here. We're really, I guess I would say, like week number 2 of the season here for, beg your pardon, week 3. Hammerly will reach on the base on ball, and Jordan will advance. Yeah, this is the start of week number 3 for the Cardinals season here. And runners at the corner here for freshman Sully Schober here. His first at-bat here this afternoon. Junior Kelton Opper over in the on-deck circle. Had a chance to see Kelton out here the last time he pitched last week on a frigid Thursday night conference game. Ball hit. That's going to be a tough play. And they're not going to get to it, and a run will score, so Grivach will score. And Schober will reach second. Hammerly will advance to third. And we'll see how it's scored here. Probably would have been maybe a tough play, but
First baseman, number 8. Kelton Opper.
I'm going to call that an error. Official scoreboard here. Express Employment. Express Employment professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Again, that's Express Employment Professionals. All runners at second and third. Nobody out here. Schober reaches. And that brings up Kelton Opper here hitting from the 6th spot here for the Cardinals. Senior Nolan Wojcik in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. And Opper takes a first pitch strike here from Zacharias. So Schober over at second, Hammerly over at third. Zacharias offering is going to miss, so count now goes to 1-1 here to Kelton Opper. And Zacharias ball up here, so 2-1 now to Opper. Couple of runners on here for the hitters count now to Kelton Opper. Wisconsin River in the background here. Beautiful day, seeing the river glistening back there. Ball hit sharply in the hole. That's going to be a base hit, and that will score 1 for sure. And the second run here on that coming in here, and that 2 RBI single for Kelton Opper.
Brings up the DH, number 20.
So 2 RBI single here for Opper. Ball hit in the hole. Opposite direction here. And designated hitting Nolan Wojcik here in the 7th spot here today. Eric Reinke in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Zacharias throwback to 1. Opper retreats back in. Shuta Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shuta Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. So Zacharias set here. The offering going to miss for ball one here on Nolan Wojcik. Pretty calm day in terms of the winds, I would say, at least at what it feels like. Chance possibly for two. They'll get the out at two, and that will one out. So Opper,
The catcher,
Wojcik on the fielder's choice.
number 19, Eric Reinke.
So the number 8 hitter here in Eric Reinke, the freshman, the catcher here today for the Cardinals. His first plate appearance. Score here 5-0 here, bottom half of inning number 1. Zacharias misses down, so count now 1-0 with Bryce Flaker in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Zacharias back over to 1. Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Zacharias set his offering, misses out here. Now count goes 2-0 on freshman Reinke here. Wojcik over there on first. Zacharias pitch misses in. Wojcik, the designated hitter, and Jaden Garski out in left field here today for the Cardinals, the freshman left fielder. Zacharias comes set. And a strike called here, so hitters count now to Reinke. And Zacharias called strike. Oh, Zacharias pushing the count here now to full. Or the Wildcats, 1 out here. And Reinke's up. Zacharias offering a called strike 3. So that will be out number 2 here for the Wildcats, and that will bring up freshman right fielder Bryce Flaker. Hitting here with 2 outs is freshman Bryce Flaker here. Zacharias throwback to 1. Wojcik back in. They're going to check him and safely back in at first there for Pacelli. Zacharias called strike. Zacharias with some rhythm there. I think that's 4 consecutive strikes now. So that pitch, swing and a miss, took something off. Count now goes 0-2 here to Bryce Flaker. Nolan Wojcik out at 1. And Zacharias, ball misses low. Count now 1-2 here to Flaker. Elise Badoon hitting in the on-deck circle here. Zacharias offering. Ball a little bit outside here. Now count goes even here at 2-2. Wojcik with the lead there, being held on here by that ball fouled off Flaker, so count will remain 2-2. Well, the 2 outs here in bottom half of inning number 1 here. Charlie with a 5-0 advantage here. 2 hits thus far here for 3 hits, I believe, technically. is what I have. The ball misses out. He had the hit by Fleas, Jordan, and Opper, so Pacelli has 3 hits on the day. The count now goes full on Flaker. Zacharias checking back on Nolan. Zacharias offering. Nolan on the steal down. That's going to be ball 4. So Flaker here to reach. That will bring back the top of the order here in Melise Badoon.
Shortstop number 1, Melise.
Reached on an error to the right fielder. His first at-bat here back earlier this inning. Rocky Rococo's Pan-Style Pizza and Pasta is a Stevens Point favorite for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out, fast food on the go, or even your next catering for a party or work function. Enjoy Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. So Zacharias' first pitch strike to Badoon. Couple runners on here for the Cardinals and Wojcik and Flaker. Ball lifted high. It's like the first baseman going to try to make a play on it and will retire Badoon. And that will be the end of one complete here. Pacelli, according to, I believe, has 3 hits on the 5 runs.
Cardinals get 5 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors.
We will be back here for the top half of inning number 2. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here for inning number 2. Back in a moment.
The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports here. Out here at Buchholz Park here on a beautiful Monday afternoon baseball here. CWC South Conference game between the Wildcats of Wild Rose and Cardinals here at Pacelli. Jordan's first offering to Jaden King, and that will be a called strike. So King had that put out in the last half inning to retire Badoon over at first, junior Jaden King. King rips it down the third base line. That'll be a base hit. Hit sharply for King, so he will be aboard here for. And Cohen Deschler here, his first plate appearance. So King reaches on the base hit here. Cohen Deschler, the senior shortstop here for Wild Rose. And Jordan's pitch down and away here to Deschler. 1-0 the count. Ryan Better, number 3 in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. Just as soon as I say the wind is not here, it starts picking up here. Wouldn't you know it? So Jordan now 2-0 to Deschler. Hopper holding him on over at 1. The ball misses here now. Count goes to 3-0 to Cohen Deschler. Jordan out of the stretch here, the right-hander working to Deschler, and snap down throw. Not have mattered, but it still was a pretty nice throw. So 2 aboard now here for Ryan Better here, his first at-bat here this afternoon. The third baseman here, senior, hitting today in the number 6 spot for Wild Rose. So King at second, Deschler over at first. Better showing bunt. So Julian Martinez, the number 7 hitter, over in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. And a bunt place, pretty nice place bunt. That's going to be a tough play. And that's be thrown away, and there's going to be a mix-up here on the base paths, so they'll get the out. So Deschler placed a nice bunt. I beg your pardon, Better did.
Designated hitter Julian Martinez.
So he gets the, what I would say would have been a hit, but then makes the out on the base paths. Runners now at second and third. With one out here. Oh, Julian Martinez, the junior number 7 hitter for the Wildcats here. Designated hitter, Julian. Count now works 2-0 to Martinez. One out now here. And a called strike. No, 2-1 now to Martinez. Deschler out at second, King over at third. And that's going to be a hit by pitch, so Martinez will reach on the hit by pitch.
Second baseman, number 4.
That will load things up here for Charlie Keppel here. His first at-bat on the afternoon, junior, second baseman, number 4. Hitting in the 8th spot here for Wild Rose. So Jordan out of the stretch, bases loaded here, one out. Ball misses here to Keppel. 1-0 the count. And Jordan down in the count here for a moment, 2-0. That's Braxton Landwehr in the on-deck circle for Wild Rose number 5, the freshman. And Jordan with a called strike. So 2-1 now here on Charlie. Bases loaded here. And Jordan misses high, 3-1 now here. Nowhere to put them, as they say. Well, Jordan trying to work out of this here, the senior right-hander. And Jordan will walk a runner in here, so King will score. Deschler will advance to third. Martinez will advance over to second, and Charlie will reach on the base on ball. Braxton Landwehr, the freshman here, going to get a mound visit. Will stay right here unless there's a pitching change. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. So Coach Sad's out here to say a few words to his senior right-hander today. Scattered the 2 hits thus far. Working his second inning here is senior right-hander Asher Jordan. Trying to get out of this, and I believe there's one out here. And bases loaded now for the freshman Braxton Landwehr, the left fielder today. So 2 now here on Landwehr. Jordan's pitch misses. And now 1-2 to Landwehr here, hitting in the 9 spot here for Wild Rose. Two now here to Landwehr. Throw down to third. So I called strike 3. So Landwehr will be retired on the called third strike. 2 outs now here for the top of the order in Jackson Zacharias. He struck out his first at-bat back over in inning number 1. So 5-1 our score here. Bases are loaded. Jordan throw down to 2, and he got him! Asher Jordan with the heads up. Felt something, a disturbance in the force, you might say. Made the nice throw down there to get the third out. So 2 hits, 1 run here for Wild Rose. We move to the bottom half of inning number 2. Score 5-1 here, Pacelli. You are listening to and watching high school baseball. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. We're back here in bottom half of inning number 2 here. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So Zacharias here down 5-1, bottom half of inning number 2, and Peyton Flees, the senior who had the base hit his first at-bat back in inning number 1. Second at bat here in the afternoon, had a couple stolen bases in the RBI. Did Fleece. Well, Zacharias here to work 2 Fleece. Out of the stretch for Wild Rose. Ball hit sharply in the hole. That will be a second hit for Peyton Fleece today.
Second hit for Fleece. Brings up pitcher number 7, Asher Jordan.
So Fleece aboard here. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. And Asher Jordan, he had a hit back in inning number 1. RBI and stolen base as well to Jordan. So that Zacharias back to King. Flees will remain at 1 here. King hold them on over at first. Zacharias offering, lifted into the kind of a tough spot. Nobody's going to get a play on, and that will be a base hit for Jordan. His second hit here of the afternoon. So he will reach. It's kind of in one of those tough spots. It was not quite deep enough. Not quite deep enough into the outfield, but a little bit maybe too much for the second baseman, and the wind swirling just a little bit here out 100 yards away from the Wisconsin River. Maybe it's a bit more than that, but it's pretty close. So runners here at first and second here. Lucas Hammerly steps up here. He walked his last at-bat. Flees and Jordan aboard here for the Cardinals. Zacharias didn't like what he saw. look down over to second to look Fleas back. So he will come set here for Wild Rose. Senior lefty, and his pitch. Steal is on. Fleas will get down to 3 on the stolen base. The overthrow, and that will send Fleas back into score here. So Fleas with a stolen base. And Jordan will advance to second. And the count will be 1-0 here to junior Lucas Hammerly, with Sully Schober in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Ball misses up. So Hammerly 2-0 now. Ball hit foul. Good cut there by Lucas. Farner Asphalt want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall. Joining Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality service and, most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. Jordan, beg your pardon, Hammerly swings and misses here. The offering from Zacharias, count even now at 2-2 with a couple runners, one runner aboard in Asher Jordan. Zacharias off speed misses here. Cow now goes full on Hammerly. Jordan, the lead runner, on out at second here. Nobody out yet here in this bottom half of the inning. And Hammerly will be retired on the strikeout. He tried to check his swing there, and umpire says no. So that will be out number 1. That brings up Sully Schober here. Schober reached on an air by the E6 back in his last at-bat. Schober takes first pitch strike here from Zacharias. Jordan remains out at second. And Zacharias, that ball finds the dirt, and Nick Grivach will advance. Grivach, the base runner for, pinch runner for Jordan. So Nick Grivach out at third. 1-1 now the count. Sully Schober 0 for 1 on the day, reached on the air back last inning. Well, Zacharias sat here, and his pitch misses high and up. High and away, I beg your pardon. Count now goes 2-1 to Schober. Kelton Opper in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Ball lifted in the air, and it looks like Zacharias will make the call, and he will get the second out here. Schober retired, the F2-1. SC Swiderski and SCS Apartment or Home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. So Opper here comes up 1 for 1 here in the afternoon. Had that base hit back over in inning number 1. Grivach down at third for the Cardinals. Opper directing traffic on the pass ball. And the temperatures out here at Buchholz starting to ever so slightly plummet. Although still a pretty nice day out here in Stevens Point out at Buchholz Park, Leo Cub Manchesky Field. So Opper here with a 1-0 count. Ball hit sharply. That will be a base hit, and that will drive in a run. So Nick Grivach will score the run on the second here in the afternoon, second hit for Kelton Opper. Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewer is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house. And Wojciech down to Zacharias. He will be retired on the 1-3, and that will be the third out here in this second inning, bottom half of inning number 2. Cardinals come up with a couple runs, though, and score now goes 7-1. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball, here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, back here out at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Jackson Zacharias to lead things off here in the top half of inning number 3 for the Wildcats. We've seen Jackson out on the hill for Wild Rose. So our score 7-1, top half of inning number 3. Jordan set, and the pitch misses. So count now 1-0 on Zacharias. Michael Hacker in the on-deck circle for Wild Rose. Zacharias belts it into right. Hit pretty high. Let's see Flaker out there. And Flaker will have a beat on it. He will retire Zacharias for the first out here. Inning number 3. Michael Hacker, the junior catcher here for Wild Rose. He grounded out to short his first at-bat back in inning number 1. 0 for 1 here for Hacker. And Jordan, a called strike. That ball belted out of play, foul, so Hacker quickly down 0-2 here to Jordan. 7-1 here, our score, 1 out here. 0-2 count to Hacker. Jordan's pitch misses out, so 1-2 now here to Michael. Evan Tratz, the on-deck hitter for Wild Rose. And Jordan misses out, so count now goes even here, 2-2 on Michael Hacker. The junior doing the catching here for Wild Rose today. Jordan misses a bit upstairs. Count now full. Nobody on here for Wild Rose. And that will be a base on ball, so Hacker to reach. Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover, with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. So Hacker aboard with a base on ball, gives way to senior Evan Tratz, the center fielder. He struck out his first at-bat over in inning number 1 here for Wild Rose. Jordan works out of the stretch here, lead runner at first. And a swing and a miss, so Tratz swings through strike 1 here. Junior first baseman Jaden King in the on-deck circle for Wild Rose. Jordan checks the runner over at 1. Opper there to apply the tag. Hacker will be there safe. Jordan looking over at Michael there with a decent size lead, we'll say. And that ball, wild pitch, that's going to get away, and Hacker's going to advance to second on the wild pitch. Trats now with a 1-1 count. Lead runner on, runner in scoring position out, and Hacker there for Trats here at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Jordan gets Trats to chase here now. 1-2 the count. And a called third strike for out number 2 here, and that will bring up first baseman Jaden King. He had the blistering base hit back in inning number 2, so 1 for 1 here for Jaden. Junior first baseman Jaden King. 2 outs here for the Cardinals. Jordan trying to work out of bottom half of inning number 3 here. King takes a first pitch strike. And King swings under it here now. 0-2. Jordan to King here. Mike Hacker out on second. Lead runner for Wild Rose. That ball lifted. That's going to be Badoon will make the play out there and retire Jaden King. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We move to bottom half of inning number 3 here. Pacelli up 7-1. You're listening to and watching high school baseball. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom half of inning number 3 here. Pacelli with a 7-1 advantage. Home Furniture, turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. Also brought to you today here by Ag Country, which is Ag Country Farm Credit Services, which is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. So catcher Eric Rinke to lead things off here for the Cardinals. Cardinals with a 7-1 advantage here. Rinke struck out looking his first at-bat back in inning number 1 today. So 0-for-1 for freshman Eric Rinke. The on-deck circle is Bryce Flaker. Zacharias pitched. Misses low, perhaps an in. A 1-0 here to Rinke. And Zacharias' second pitch a bit low. Count now will move to 2-0. Maida, when it comes to customized apparel or your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida and Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you could need. Ranky now with a 3-0 count. In all likelihood, the old proverbial take is on, I'm going to guess. And it is, so strike one here to Ranky. Now hitters count to Eric Ranky. Flaker in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. Zacharias working out of the stretch, his third inning of work here for Wild Rose. A called strike two, so count now goes full here on Ranky. And Ranky down on strikes, chases the pitch. Drop third strike, he will be retired for out number one. And that will bring up Bryce Flaker, the right fielder Bryce Flaker here. He walked his first at-bat back in inning number one here. And a new walk-up song for Bryce this at-bat. You never quite know what you're going to get. I don't even know the name of that one, but might be Don't Call Me Angel in the Morning, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not the best with my music lyrics. Never really have been much better with numbers and stats. But anyhow, Zacharias here to Flaker. Ball's going to be foul into the backstop here. So 1-1 the count here to Flaker. Again, 0 for 0 here on the day. Walked his first at-bat. Elise Badun in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. And Flaker takes ball two here. And he's swing and a miss, so count now goes even on Bryce. Flaker now even at 2. Ball misses out. Count now goes full on the freshman here. That ball hit sharply in the hole for the speedy Flaker. Let's see, it's going to be a tough play, and he's going to reach. And he will get second. We'll see how that's scored. Ball hit sharply. They're going to score that an error here, so Flaker will reach. He'll also get second on the overthrow. And that will bring up Elise Badun here, 0 for 2 here in this game. Flew out to second his first at-bat, reached on an error back in inning number 1. Flaker represents the lead run at second here for the Cardinals. Ball hit sharply in the hole. That's a base hit for Badun. Flaker being waved in, and he will score. Flaker does. Badun will end up at second, so Elise Badun with an RBI. RBI single advances to second.
Brings up the center fielder, number 3, Kate Fleece.
And that will bring up senior Peyton Flees, 2 for 2 here in the afternoon. Looks like we may get possibly a change of pitchers perhaps. So we will take a momentarily pause here. You're listening to and watching Zaleski Sports, high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports. We've got a pitching change here. That is junior Jaden King out on the hill, the right-hander. The junior throwing here came in from first base. He relieves Jackson Zacharias. Jackson Zacharias went the 2 1/3 innings here. And gave up the 6 hits here today, the 8 runs now. So King relieves here on in relief. Game's brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtor. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. So Fleas here 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Couple base hits today. And he looks at a first pitch strike from Jaden King. Outfield moving back a little bit here. Badun out at second. And Fleas takes the ball here. So 1-1 now to Peyton Fleas. At least Badun the lead runner on and scoring position here for Pacelli. King working out of the stretch, offering is belted into left. That ball's hit pretty sharply on the screws. That's going to be off the wall. And Badun will score. Fleas going to second, looking maybe for 3. He will be in with a off the wall, off the fence double for Peyton Fleas. 3 for 3 today this afternoon with a RBI double. That ball hit on the screws just off the middle part of the fence here out at Buchholz Park. And Badun with a run scored. And that brings up Asher Jordan. And while I'm not technically the official statistician, I believe I have him for 2 hits here today. Is Jordan in line for the win on the mound if things continue on the trajectory that they are on. Still baseball, no doubt, here to be played. Plenty of baseball left. So Fleas out at second. Jordan the hitter here, and King offering just a bit low here. Count now goes 2-0. Hammerly in the on-deck circle here. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So ball hit sharply to third, and they will retire Jordan, but that will advance Fleas. So Jordan with the 5-3, and will be out number 2 here. And Jordan gets the runner across, but is retired himself on the 5-3. That brings up Lucas Hammerly. He walked and struck out here. And so Jordan will be out. Thought maybe safe call based on the pulling out the bag, but they're going to call Jordan out. So that will be out number 2. And Hammerly here steps up here 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And he looks at first pitch ball here from Jaden King. Sully Schober in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. That ball belted into left field. That will drive in a run. Hammerly will be aboard with a base hit. So Fleas to score the 10th run here in bottom half of inning number 3. Hammerly with a base hit. RBI single here for Hammer. Hammer time, as they say. That brings up Sully Schober here. Reached on an air back over in inning number 1. The line out, or the fly out I should say, to pitcher his last at bat. So Schober fouls that one off. 0-1 now the count. Kelton Opper over in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Jaden King out there, the right-hander for Wild Rose. Hammerly over at 1. King looks him back. And King's offering misses low. So Hammerly will advance on the pass ball. 1-1 our count here. Little Scholars Childcare and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So King now 2-1 on Schober. Schober 0 for 2 here in the afternoon. King works out of the stretch. Lead runner at second for Pacelli. And Schober now with a hitter's count, 3-1 here, with Hammerly on base. And as we mentioned, Kelton Opper, the junior, over in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. So King's offering slapped out of play, foul. Count now will move to full. And Schober to reach. Pass ball will advance. Hammerly to third. And that brings up Kelton Opper. Kelton 2 for 2 here on the afternoon. Couple singles here on the afternoon. One that he slapped out into left field and then had a base hit back in inning number 2. His third plate appearance here for the Cardinals. Schober aboard. Hammerly aboard. Runners at the corner here. King's pitch missed. A 1-0 our count. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So King here to set. And pitch misses. Throw back to King. But not before Schober advances to second. Well, runners here at second and third. Runner in scoring position. 10-1 our score. Wind starting to pick up now. See a little bit of the dirt here at Buchholz being pushed around over at third base. Well, King now goes 3-0 here on Kelton Opper. And a first take here. So Opper moves 3-1 here on King. That ball misses high, so that will load things up here. So Opper aboard with the base on ball. Fleet Farm, pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. So base is loaded now here. Wojciech here, the designated hitter, slaps it sharply down the line. That will be, they're going to get Wojciech. 3-1 put out here. That will be the end of 3 complete. We will move to the top half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching Zaleski Sports here. High school sports, high school baseball, Pacelli baseball back here in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans. If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports here. Pacelli came away with the 3 hits that half inning. They also got 3 runs on that, so score 10-1 here out at Buchholz Park. Sky's starting to look just a bit ominous. I'm not sure. Certainly not a weather person by any means, but hopefully we will get this one in here. Clouds moving in here, so Jordan still out on the hill for his 4th inning of work here, pitching really well today. It's 2 hits thus far, 1 run here. Ball hit on the ground to Hammerly. Hammerly will retire for the first out here. Ryan Beater here. So Beater with a base hit earlier today. 1 for 1 on the day. The senior here, his 2nd at bat, looks at a first pitch strike. Does Ryan Beater. Looks like Julian Martinez in the on-deck circle for the Wild Rose Wildcats. Ball hit down the line. Opper there to field it over to Jordan. So the 3-1 put out here for out number 2, and that Beater is retired now. And number 12, Julian Martinez here, the designated hitter. Julian was hit by a pitch his last at bat, and Martinez looks at a ball here. And that ball batted into the backstop. So 1-1 here now to Martinez. And Jordan's offering. Be hit down the line. That'll be foul. So count now 1-2 to Martinez. Ball foul. Rankin trying to give chase on that, but be into the backstop. So Julian with a 1-2 count here. Again, hit by pitch, his first at bat. Pacelli up 10-1 here. That ball misses in. So count now goes full, goes 2-2. And he called third strike. And that will be the end of top half of inning number 4. A 1-2-3 inning for Jordan. No runs, no hits, no errors. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back out here at Zaleski Sports here out at Buchholz Park. Wood Street Rentals, no matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. So Eric Renke to lead things off in bottom half of inning number 4 here. He 0 for 2 here in the afternoon for the freshman catcher here. Jaden King out on the hill there. Ball slapped foul down the third base line. Nearby Bryce Flaker standing in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. So King's offering out of the stretch here to Renke. Renke swings through strike 2 here. Renke's hit slap foul down near the Cardinals dugout here. Count now goes 0-2 on Renke. Skies again, as we mentioned last half inning, looking a little ominous, but we're going to certainly hope that Mother Nature holds off on us. That is the hope. So King misses in 1-2 now here to Renke. And King's offering out of the stretch, misses high now, 2-2 the count. King stretch and the pitch. Ball misses in, count now pushed here to full here on Renke. Renke tried to start things off here for the Cardinals. And that ball will miss low, so Renke will be aboard with a base on ball. I believe that's Joey Weinberg down at first, coaching the Card squad here today. And freshman Bryce Flaker steps up to the plate here for the Cardinals. Nobody out with Renke on first. Flaker with a walk, his first at-bat. Reached on an air, his second at-bat over in inning number 3. So for 1 here for Flaker. Ball misses a bit upstairs here to Flaker. And King's offering. This is out, so 2-0 now the count. Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. So King set out of the stretch here. The pitch over to Flaker. Ball misses upstairs. Still count now goes 3-0 here on Flaker. Looks to be Badoon, I believe, in the on-decks. Maybe not. That is Melise Badoon in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. And a called strike. Count now goes, hitter's count here. Flaker with the take all the way on that. Well, hitters count now 3-1 to Bryce Flaker. And Flaker will be aboard second base on ball here this half inning. Frankie advances to second. Elise Badoon here steps up here for the Cardinals. Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. So Badoon here with a couple runners on, nobody out here. We are bottom half of inning number 4. And that pitch lifted down into foul territory. That should get out of play, and it will. So 0-1 here now to Badoon. Badoon 1 for 3 this afternoon. Had the RBI base hit back in inning number 3. So Ranke out at second, Flaker out at first. Both runners with a halfway decent lead out there, not being held on. And King's offering is outside. Peyton Flees over in the on-deck circle. Of course, 3 for 3 thus far for Peyton. Red hot at the plate here for the senior, one of the senior leaders, no doubt. King's offering hit on the ground to second. That's going to be mishandled by the second baseman, and he will reach on the E4. So Badoon will reach.
The center fielder, number 3.
Ranke advances to third and Flaker to second. Nobody out here. Bases loaded for Peyton Flees. The red hot Peyton Flees today here. 3 for 3 on the afternoon. Had that double off the left field fence back in inning number 3. And nobody out here. So Flees looking to keep his red hot hitting here today going. Plenty of Cardinals out on the base pass for him. That ball will miss out. So count now goes 1-0 here on Flees. And a strike called to Flees. And it must be about 5:57 because that is about the time you hear that train go through here just in the outskirts here of Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Nearly on schedule, I would say. Ball hit sharply, and that's going to be Ranke will score. Flaker will score. I'm going to call that a hit, I think. Again, not the official score person, am I? But the ball was hit sharply. I suppose you could have a debate on that, but in any event, that will score 2 runs here. That will put Flees out at second. And that will bring up junior number 14, Grant Hinker, his first plate appearance here today to pinch hitting here for Asher Jordan. Ball hit, base hit for Hinker, and that will score Badoon. So Hinker will reach on a base hit. First plate appearance here for Grant.
Base hit for Hinker. Brings up number 25, Mitchell Roller.
So Mitch Grover here. Mitch Grover sighting, the big Mitch we call him. Big right-hander. Righty against righty. Couple of big right-handers squaring off here. King and Grover. That ball misses out, so 1-0 the count here now to Mitch Grover. Chase Lyons in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. Ball hit on the ground. That's going to be mishandled by the third base, and Grover will reach. And another run will score with Peyton Fleas.
Number 24, Chase Lyons.
And Mr. Boombastic, Chase Lyons, coming here to the plate here. Number 24, Chase, of course, does some production work here at Zaleski Sports. One of the key players on the Pacelli football squad. Both sides of the line here for Pacelli, and he will get his first at-bat here on the afternoon, does Chase. And Lyons in play. The pitcher, that will be the 1-3, 4-out number 1 here.
Pitch hitting. Number 5, Andrew Van
And Andrew Van Order here, the senior Andrew V.O. steps up to the plate here. Walk-up song, I believe Dire Straits, the name of that. Money for Nothing, great song, one of the songs on my playlist. Ball misses here, 1-0 here to Van Order. So 1 out here. And that ball from King misses off the outside part of the plate here. So 2-0 here to Van Order. I believe the score is 14-1 if I'm not mistaken. Well, Van Order with a 2-0 count here. And that's going to score a run. Ball was hit sharply. So Hinker will score.
Number 6, Nick.
And number 6, Nick Grivach. Taking a walk on the wild side. So Grivach here, his first at-bat here today. We saw him out on the base paths. Grivach swings through. Grover over at third. VO over at first, so runners at the corner here. And Grivach looks at a ball here, so 1-1 the count. Ball misses high now, 2-1 to Grivach. And King set here to deliver to Nick Grivach. Grivach takes ball 3, so hitters count now to Nick Grivach. VO over at first. And big Mitch Grover down at third. And King's offering is going to miss, so Grivach will be aboard.
Walk
And that is sophomore Nate Hammerly. Nader. His first plate appearance here this afternoon. The lefty here with a slew of Cardinals on base here. Bases loaded here for Nate. Just the one out. That ball hit to second on the ground. It'll be mishandled, and that will be an error. So Grover will score. So Hammerly aboard here. Van Order out at third. And Nick Grivach out at second. And Luke Sakirka here steps up. And the one thing I'll never forget about Luke, and I think it was last year, and I don't remember what game it is, but he had an absolute stellar over-the-catch play in the outfield. And I, again, don't recall the game that it was in, but it was definitely one of those ESPN highlight moments. I know we've seen Luke out on the football field as well. And I think we're going to have a quick... Catcher may have caught part of that one. Check him out here. Looks to be okay. King checking on him as well. And Luke Sakirka here with a 1-1 count. Bases are loaded here for Luke Sakirka. And that ball misses down, so count now goes 2-1 on Luke. Jaden King trying to work out of this, the junior. And King's offering misses upstairs to Sakirka. So hitters count now 3-1 on Luke. And Sakirka will reach on the base on ball here. So Van Order will score.
Number 11, Nathan.
Nick Grivach will move to third. And Nate Hammerly will advance over to second. Bases are loaded here, and I think we're going to get a pitching change for Wild Rose, and we will take a brief commercial pause here. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball, here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom half of inning number 4. We'll be back here momentarily on Zaleski Sports.
The work that you put in is the work you're going to get out. It starts in the weight room, focusing on those fundamentals, whether it's throwing form, hitting form, running form. So that way when you come to the game, you're not really thinking about them. In my sessions with Carter at WPI, I kind of learned how to be very strong and very flexible at the same time. High pressure situations, the world's pushing down on you and you're trying to push back. Don't let the moment get too big.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza. Hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce. Toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
And we are back here Out at Buchholz Park, pitching change here is Cohen Deschler out on the hill, the right-hander for Wild Rose. He was at short earlier today. Number 26 senior Cohen Deschler. He will be on in relief of junior Jaden King. And Pacelli they will send up, let's see, that looks to be Nathan Reimer. Reimer here to bat here. He will have the bases loaded with one out. So Reimer's first plate appearance here for the Cardinals. One-0 here now to Reimer. Bases loaded here for Nathan. Deschler working, called strike. Deschler now 1-1 here on Reimer. Nathan, the junior right-hander here. First baseman as well. The ball misses inside to Reimer. The count now goes 2-1. Deschler, that ball fouled away here, so 2-2 here now to Reimer. And Peyton Flees in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. And Deschler's pitch inside here now, full count to Reimer. Weather looks to be holding off, I think. And a swing and a miss, so Reimer down on strikes for out number 2 here. And that brings up the red-hot Peyton Flees here today. 4 for 4 on the afternoon. Ball batted out of play here for Peyton. So count now 0-1 on Peyton. Hinker in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. 2 outs here. Deschler out on the hill for Wild Rose. And Deschler's offering just missed low. Ball belted into the gap. That's going to be trouble. That will, Flees will get to 2. Looking, Flees in for his 5th base hit today. That ball was smoked on the screws for Peyton. Second double here of the afternoon. And Hinker here, second at bat. Ball misses a bit inside. Runners here at second and third for Pacelli. A called strike to Hinker. Junior Grant Hinker had the base hit back in his last at bat. Deschler working out of the stretch here for Wild Rose. Deschler pretty hard throwing right-hander is Cohen Deschler here. And that will hit Grant Hinker, so he will reach by way of a hit by pitch. So Sakirka out third, Flees out at second. Hinker has been hit by a pitch, so he is out at first. And big Mitch Grover reached on the air his first at bat today. Ball belted into the fence here. Foul ball. Count 0-1 on Grover. Chase Lyons going to retrieve that for Pacelli. Nice job, Chase. Hustling as always, that Chase. No Deschler here with an 0-1 count to big Mitch Grover. That ball batted foul here. No, 0-2 now to Grover. Deschler trying to work out of this bottom half of inning number 4 here. Grover with bases loaded here, and that will hit Grover. Grover will reach on a hit by pitch. Fleas will advance to third, Tinker to second, and I believe that is Sekirka that will score, and he does. And Mr. Boombastic Chase Lyons here to step up here for the Cardinals. That ball misses up and out, so 1-0 now here to Lions. Deschler trying to work out of this inning here for Wild Rose. Ball lifted into the air, hit sharply and high. And Lions will be a hit for Lions. Lions aboard here. Grover out at second. And a called strike here to Andrew Van Order. Van Order had a base hit. His first at bat. Second at bat here for Andrew. And he's swinging a miss. OVO trying to battle here down 0-2. Deschler trying to work out of this here for Wild Rose. Ball misses a bit up here now, so 1-2 here to VO. And ball misses up here, so 2-2 here now. And Deschler misses out. So Van Order will walk here. And Fleas will, beg your pardon, that is Grant Tinker. So Grover at third. Lions out at second. VO at first here, and Nick Grivach. He walked his last at-bat. Looks at a ball upstairs, so 1-1 now to Nick Grivach. And that ball is going to be up and high. So 2-1 here now to Grivach. 2-1 count here. It's 2 outs here in bottom half of inning number 4. Grivach, the senior left-hander, with a 2-1 count. And a swing and a miss. So Deschler going with the heat. So count now goes even here to 2-2 to Nick Grivach. And Grivach has worked the count full now here. Deschler working out of the stretch here for Wild Rose. And the pitch hit on the ground. And he will reach on a base hit for Nick Grivach. And will plate Big Mitch Grover. Chase Lyons will move to third. And VO will move to second. Meanwhile, Nick Grivach out at first with a base hit. And that brings up Nate Hammerly. Reached on and air his last at bat. Deschler's pitch misses up and away, up and out. So 1-0 here now to Nate Hammerly. Oh, 2-0 to Nate. Looks to be Luke Sakirka maybe again in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. And a called strike to Nader. So 2-1 here to Nate. Chase Lyons out at third. VO out at second. Deschler's pitch misses up. So 3-1 our count here. And Nader with a 3-1 count. And that ball hit into the left. That will be a base hit for Nate Hammerly.
Base hit for Hammerly brings up.
Lions will score the run. Andrew Van Order will move to third. Nick Grivach to second. And Nate Hammerly out to first. So Luke Sakirka steps up here. He walked his last at bat. Looks at a ball low. And that pitch misses. So now 2-0 here to Sakirka. And a swing and a miss to Sakirka. So now 2-1. Senior Cohen Deschler here. Saw him at short earlier today. Ball misses now 3-1 to Sakirka. Deschler working out of the stretch here for Wild Rose. And that will be ball 4, so Sakirka will reach. Hammerly advances to second. Van Order scores. And Nick Grivach moves over to third. Hammerly at second. And here's Nate Reimer. He struck out his last at-bat here this inning. And a swing and a miss. Deschler quickly up 0-1 here on Nate Reimer. And strike two. Hammer swings through. Fastball here from Deschler, so 0-2 now here to Reimer. 2 outs here. Deschler's offering. This is just up here, so 1-2 now here to Nathan Reimer. And that will miss outside to Nate Reimer here. 2-2 our count. Count is even here. And pitch misses low and in here. So full count here to Nathan Reimer, the junior, in his second at-bat here today for the Cardinals. And Deschler's offering a swing and a miss. So that will be end of bottom half of inning number 4. We will move to the top half of inning number 5 here. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment for the top of inning number 5.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back out here on Zaleski Sports, out here at Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Moving into the top half of inning number 5 here. Wild Rose here will bring up to the plate here, I believe, Charlie Koppel here, and Braxton Landwer, unless they get a pinch hitter, perhaps, not sure, but that is what I have down on the book here. Several substitutions for Pacelli. Asher Jordan back out on the hill here for Pacelli. And Charlie had to walk his last at-bat. That ball fouled. Count now goes 0-2 here to Charlie. And Jordan out on the hill for Pacelli. Looks like Vio over at first. I believe I see Big Mitch over at second. Melise over at short and Sully Schober at third. So one retired now. Nate Hammerly behind the plate now for Pacelli. And Jordan's offering is a called strike. And Jordan misses out. So 1-1 the count here. Lights have officially went on here at Buchholz. Sky's getting ever so dark here with the what looks to be some clouds perhaps rolling in here. Rain has seemingly held off. And Jordan now with 2 outs here. So this will bring the top of the order here in senior Jackson Zacharias. Jackson 0 for 2 here on the afternoon, the left-handed. Fouls that one off. 0-1 here now. And brief mound visit here. Jordan here, the senior right-hander here in Jackson Zacharias for the Wildcats. And Jackson here again 0 for 2 here on the afternoon. Reached on the air his last at-bat. Hit sharply to second. That'll be a base hit for Zacharias.
Base hit for Zacharias.
Zacharias 1 for 3 here today. He will be aboard for Wild Rose. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here. Well, Jordan here working out of the stretch with 2 outs. Zacharias aboard here for the Wildcats. And order over at first. Pass ball. Zacharias will reach. Nate Hammerly, it looks like. I believe that Hammer is back there. Like we said, a few substitutions defensively for the Cardinals. Mitch Grover out at second. Andrew Van Order at first. Ball fouled back into the backstop here. Count goes 1-1. So our umpire will retrieve that baseball. So Jordan out of the stretch here for Pacelli. Zacharias down at second. Count now goes 1-2 here. And a strike 3, so that will be a final here. Pacelli will get out of here with a 25-1 victory here. Home victory against Wild Rose. They will move to 6-3 overall. They will move to 4-1 on the conference. I'm not sure if we'll get a post game or not, just because of the weather conditions coming in. It looks like rain coming in. We'll do our quick Nasonville Dairy post game, however, which is, of course, Nason Dairy, which is made with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds. Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We will take a few moment pause. Like I said, I don't know that we'll have a chance to get our post-game interview like we normally would, just by virtue of the fact that there's some weather and rain that is very, very close. And for the sake of everyone, we will probably skip that part of it tonight. We'll be back here momentarily to wrap things up. You've been listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, Pacelli Sports Baseball. Back here in a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Good sprinting, Becky. Very good. All right, we are out here with head coach Wayne Sankey, Pacelli Cardinals. You guys come out of here with a big conference victory tonight. Talk a little bit about this game, Coach, if you would.
Yeah, the score didn't, ended up a little bit more lopsided than we'd like to see, but it was nice to get guys some more at-bats, guys off the bench, and Asher back on the mound. And after a tough weekend, tough 2 games for us on Saturday, nice to come back with a W.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about that game, the doubleheader you guys had in Green Bay. Certainly a good baseball team over there. I think the good thing with those kind of games, even though you don't come out of there with a victory, you see some things, you get a chance to see some different pitching, some different play, which I think gets you guys ready for those games as you get further into the season. Anything about the rest of this week as you guys look forward?
Yeah, we've got Port again on Thursday, and they're a very good ball club. And then Amherst, hopefully on Saturday, the rain stays away and we can keep playing, plugging away, and getting guys some experience.
Absolutely, Coach. Good game tonight. Like you said, you got a lot of reps in. You saw a lot of different players here and a chance for some of these guys to get some action today. I know they all work hard, and appreciate everything you do. We'll see you back Thursday.
Thanks, you bet.
All right, thanks, Coach. Hey, it's Nick Grivach. How we doing, Nick?
Good.
Good. Well, Nick, I know you're a senior for this squad and probably one of the leaders. I know you're out there a lot. You do a lot of pinch running. I know you work hard in practice. I know you got some at-bats, and I think you got a hit tonight, in fact. So talk about your role with this team and where you see you guys going throughout the season.
Yeah, I always try to just help guys. We got a lot of great guys coming up this year, and we got a lot of experience as well. So I think it's really good to get a nice blend of that. And it should really help us because we got fresh legs and then we got experience coming deeper into the season as we go.
Absolutely, Nick. And you had a nice game. Like you said, Coach Wayne said a little bit earlier, just getting some of those reps in and getting a chance for some of these guys to get some action. You're certainly a speedy base runner we've seen. We've seen you out here with Zaleski in basketball. Anything else you want to add tonight, Nick?
It was just a good overall win, bounce back, and get our momentum going for the rest of the week.
Absolutely. You guys are back on the road at Port Edwards, and then like Coach Sankey said, you have a doubleheader over in Amherst. Nick, I think you know the drill. We'll get you out of here before the rain. We'll count you down. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Nick Grivach, and I'm in the house.
Nice job, Nick. Good luck the rest of the season. All right, that is senior Nick Grivach here. Had the base hit. Did some pinch hitting and pinch running tonight. Certainly one of those leaders here is Nick. Shelley comes out of here with a big victory here over Wild Rose here. They will be away. They will be at Port Edwards on Thursday in another conference game, and then they will be over at Amherst Saturday for a doubleheader non-conference tilt with the Falcons. Once again, Brandon Berencott out here on the call with Zaleski Sports. Trevor Zaleski up doing the production. We're going to get out of here before the rains hit us here. You've been listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Have yourself a very good Monday night.